it's probably not the best, but it seemed funny. If you want to chaos, you might as well go full retard.
Yeah, it just go balls to the wall and take all the risks and
And just
see.
go for it.
Yeah.
But he's been terrible. Got himself. He got hurt quite early against Terrific Camry, like midway first half.
Oh.
He made a block, and then my Claw Mighty Blow Beast failed a block on the Tomb Guardian, and then the Tomb Guardian killed the Minor.
Oh gosh.
Miss next game into miss next game on Apple.
Oh. Well, that's like Regor. He ended up having to play Camry as well.
Yeah.
World Sitars, and Regor's Chaos team was all Beastmen and a Block Claw Mino.
Yeah.
And he lost his Mino like really early on. It got a KO. Alright, so he was kind of in the same shape as you. So it's like, plus you did. I'm assuming you have Chaos Warriors.
Yeah, I got 4 with block, got all of them. I wanted some control over what was going on.
Yeah, good call. Good call.
Just a little bit control, but it's so dicey compared to, like, you've seen what I'm normally playing.
Yeah.
Let's put it that way. It's completely different style of Blood Bowl compared to my. Whoa, shit! Stop. To my normal control style of Blood Bowl.
Yeah, that's true, because that's the same thing too. It's like I usually play elves, and I usually try to 2-1 grind, and every time I play Chaos, I can't stand the volatility. It's just ridiculous. That's why my win rate on Chaos is like literally like 7, 8, 10% different from the races I'm normally used to playing. You should try Chaos and CCL. See what you do. At least have one good run.
I'm never like, this is literally before this tournament. I played 2 games ever with Chaos in any formats.
Okay.
Like, I've always avoided playing them because I don't like this. Like, for me, when we get to this where it's just about who rolls the most takeouts, it's not Blood Bowl for me. It's not what I want to play, because that's just ruining everything I know about with positioning, control, thinking ahead. It's
just learning to do optimal 2 dice blocks.
Yeah, it's just block, move, Minu Blitz. Block, move, Minu Blitz. Think about if you want to armor break with Minu, pylon. Armor not break with Minu, not pylon.
Yeah, no, it is true. It is true. It just and then if that doesn't work and the dice isn't working out for you, it's extremely frustrating race to play, I find.
Yeah, it's having to rely on that is just feels stupid.
Yeah, I agree.
It's like both my games, and it can swing so fast. Both my games, I got out to a bad start with taking damages, being down in Blair. Like Terrific, I was 3 players down. What did we get? My Chaos come back. I was still like 3 players down, starting the half of my drive against him, and ending up almost clean pitching him by the end of the game. I was like, it swings so fast with that type of teams. It's just stupid.
Yeah, I was about to say you're 3 players down. Did the fact that you got past them something?
He didn't score, which means he actually had to try to stop me from scoring. Because he left his pole carry open. So I zagged him and I should have scored in his prime, literally. I had 2 dice Blitz where I just need pushers, 3+2+2+ to score.
Alright. Are you playing?
Yeah, I'm playing Crucifer.
You're playing right now?
No, we're not started yet.
Okay, so
I haven't seen Crucifer online yet.
Okay.
Oh, he is online now.
So we're starting our game against Elyod and Randomguy.
So. Cool. Good luck with your game. Speak to you later, man. Okay. I was just killing time.
Okay. All right.
Talk to you later.
Take care. Hello, folks, guys. This is the round 3 between Randomguy and Elyod. Elyod is Chaos, and Randomguy is Lizards, obviously. And I'll go over the team team position, team skills and stuff like as we go. We start late. So it looks like Elyod went with more of a traditional Chaos build. All his warriors have block and guard. Unlike Regor's team that we saw yesterday, where he didn't choose any Chaos warriors, he definitely did not take as many guard as Elyod has, which I think is probably a more reliable form of team format. And as you can see, he does have a Mighty Blow tackle player. Let's remove the horns. We already know they all have horns. And he's got another killer. So he does have a little bit of unreliability. And however, his focus has been to get some more reliability with the block and guard. He's effectively got one killy player. He's got a more of an agility sacker. And now with the rules that have been set up, you can only have 2 skills per player. It makes it difficult for him to complete this player and get wrestle at the same time, right? So gets a POW with his Claw Mighty Bow. Just a stun. And now with the limitations of the 2 skill per player, yeah, you can't really complete the player. Like this guy, ideally you would prefer to have extra arms, maybe even block. And so he's kind of split it up so that effectively you have some reliance with sure hands, but still 3+. And then again with here, this player has dodge and 2 heads makes a 2+ dodge. But if he ever ends up having a ball, or every time to get the ball, it's going to be a 3+ to catch the ball. So he's got to make some sacrifices in certain places because of the rules, the way it's set up. So it looks like Randomguy is staying within the center. He's not really protecting the sidelines, and I don't think he's really concerned about Elyod scoring too quickly. But the main thing right now is to protect each other from the claw, but it'll also protect the skinks from anything. Let's look at another POW on the Crocs. Nobody blowhead. A stun, which is fortunate and unfortunate. The main thing is that the piece is still on the board. So some of the backgrounds on the players here. Elyod is well known and one of the top ranked CCL coaches. He's consistently in the playoffs cup. In fact, I don't recall him ever not making a cup playoff, with the exception of maybe 1 or 2 here and there if he just got, maybe he was tired of Blood Bowl during that season. He consistently goes deep in the playoffs, and he's also well versed in many of the races, and he has a variety of races that he's gone deep with. It looks like one of the skinks rolled double skulls here, so it doesn't, not a big effect other than reroll's been eaten up and it's a push. I think he's trying to figure out whether he should follow up or just because he's really trying to protect those guys. Because the thing with Randomguy is that Randomguy does not have a bench, and losing any player, especially squishy players, can be problematic. Another push. And as for Randomguy, from checking the Rebel standings, this is, correct me if I'm wrong. Hello, Carol. Randomguy is a Rebel, Rebel regular, and from my experience, and this is from where I know him, he is a very good CCL coach, and whenever he has participated in the CCL with any type of effort within the qualifications, he has qualified with many different types of teams, and he has gone deep into many cups as well. So, and I do believe he is respected as a good Rebel coach, but I'm only speaking from my experience with where he's played. He's definitely a very good CCL coach, and he's had a lot of success in CCL. I think many times people have interpreted his name and viewed him as someone of a kid. I don't know if he's a kid or not. I don't know who he is in real life, but at least from his play in CCL, he's definitely an experienced and competent coach. And he's playing Lizards. I believe he's played Lizards in the past. So this is definitely a race. Well, Lizards are good at any time, so, but it's definitely a race that he's comfortable with. Just an observation here. He did clump these skinks up, and I was wondering if he would bite and take a shot at one of these. He didn't. He actually went to the weak side, the far right side, and avoided the temptation of trying to remove a skink, which is good. Which is good at least, and this is very typical of Elyod. Elyod is. I'm not sure if it's correct to say he's a safe coach. I think he. I would say he just, yeah, maybe the best way to say this, safe coach, but he definitely does not like to, he will not choose something volatile over something that's more concrete and sure, which is better position. Yes, unfortunately, you have to, if you really want to watch a pitch with 22 fat guys playing, by all means, watch that game. Street. Well, the Armor 8 killer survived that Mighty Blow hits, which is good for Elyod. Fair enough, Street. Yeah, I've tried that with sound on multiple streams, and it doesn't work. I find that it just, even with non-Blood Bowl games. Oh, dead. There's an apple. He did an apple it. So it looks like Elyod gets first blood on who rolls A plus twice first. Okay, that was key. Can remove the base on his sideline cage there, so at least it's going to be pretty difficult to break. The thing here is, even with this being cleared, he does have 3 stunty guys. And is this something that Randomguy would do, consider doing, to essentially have some cheeky sideline push surf? Question is it even possible? So he's not going for it. I didn't think he would. It was just a thought. The problem right now is he's got to free these guys up, or he's going to be men down on the sideline, and just basically separate the lizards is it's a really bad situation. I thought maybe he can just put the skinks in, but he lost one, so it'll have been multiple dodges, likely, just to chain push the guy to one more space at the sideline, and then do a blitz on something and then chain push him out. But it's kind of like something that shenanigans you would do in a CCL game where you might be able to get away with it against a player that may not necessarily be as experienced as Elyod. Oh, nice move. Apple comes out. This is like, honestly, this is the 3rd game where I've seen someone do multiple GFIs to get through around the edge. That's a 5+. Okay, now I think Elyod might be in trouble. Yeah, honestly, that was kind of a free roll for Randomguy. While we're talking about the chain push, Randomguy did the right play and cleared up the top of the center and basically allowed a tackle blitz around the edge there. And that knockdown was huge. Yeah, he did it. He did an amazing play. I think Elyod was a bit stretched on the sideline there. And while we were talking about some silly sideline push surf, he basically cleared the screen on the top and just came over with a double GFI blitz on the ball carrier. Unfortunately, as the caster, I was not paying attention, and I saw it last, but kudos to Randomguy. Ooh. At least he's getting removals. Elyod's getting the removals, and that's an immediate apple. Definitely. Another pal. Probably gonna reroll that, yeah. Sort of safe. Now I think he regrets putting this guy back, but I can see why he did it. It's just really about a sequencing situation where he had to have some kind of fullback, but so he bases the right guy, which is the guy that doesn't bonehead, and he's essentially gonna hope that this guy does not bonehead. Does bonehead. And my guess is Randomguy is thinking about a way to blitz the Chaos Warrior without having to blitz with this guy, with the Crocs. He can do it with the Block Mighty Blow guy. Yeah, there he goes. Yeah. So he's gonna use a Block Mighty Blow Saurus to do the blitz. You wouldn't do it with Street. Oh yeah. You wouldn't do it with Undead? I don't actually. Street, what is the race that you particularly are most comfortable with? Yeah, that wasn't too difficult. So he's down. I think Elyod's concern right now is don't let Randomguy score. The main thing here is he does have the safety net. Oh really? Okay, well, I honestly I always thought it was Undead for you, but then again my experience with playing with you has been only Undead. Well, you played him really well. It was very annoying playing you. I guess that's the best compliment I can give you. Okay, so he's basically... So Randomguy he's basically going to, okay, so he's got this skink and this skink. So I suspect Elyod's going to be taking out this one. And then he's going to have to be prepared for the next turn for Randomguy to put two guys in scoring position. Assuming this guy survives. Actually, the way he put this skink back, in a situation where there's only a couple turns left, he put him back here. Yeah, I guess it was safe. It's a safe. Just a push. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No break tackle. So it's a 4+ and multiple 3+s if he doesn't get a blitz on this carrier, on this baser. Or he moves this guy up further up so that he's trying to score next on turn 8 and then dodges this guy out, so puts him in a scoring position. Okay. I think that's what he's gonna do. He's in no hurry to score this turn. So it's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you can put the back cage with that player. Oh, that's unfortunate. I'm actually surprised at this. He could this turn lose all his scoring players here. And depending on what Elyod does, he might even dodge, dare say, and blitz, or block, clear it up so that have him there. And if you get both knockdowns, that's true. But just trying to calculate how greedy he's going to be. Gonna have to reroll that. I don't think there's even a choice. So he's got still one scoring threat. Some nonchalant blocks. Yeah, I was just thinking that, yeah, maybe I'm just thinking too aggressively. He did still technically have a guy in scoring range, I believe. He did, but he chose not to even go for that option. Again, he just went for doing the ball carrier first, which is the right choice in my opinion, and then doing everything else. But this leaves him a scoring opportunity here. Not the best one, but Randomguy still has a chance to score. Actuality, it's the earlier turn that. Again, we'd have to go through it further, but I thought maybe Randomguy would have had I thought he had a better way on solving the screen approach, so that he had the ball carrier as well as more than multiple skinks, while making it more difficult for the ball carrier to be blitzed with some sort of a cage, or even a partial cage, where the back far left side was free. But he chose to do the sideline thing. That's the best thing. That's actually not a good. That's actually not a bad scatter for Randomguy. Randomguy could just literally dodge. Yep, and then pick up and do what skinks do best: pass, right? Which is no, they don't pass very well, but. Well done. Turn 8. Counter score. Yeah, now this isn't over yet. Normally I would say in a 3-minute game or a 2-minute, even a 2-minute game, this is really pretty much over, unless something really unfortunate happens. But like the last few games that I've been streaming yesterday, even with the coaches of this level, the 1-minute turn really gives you opportunities for good coaches to solve some interesting puzzles, to essentially turn the game around. And games have shifted, especially in the first 2 rounds yesterday. So it's definitely not over. Elyod just really needs to play his game, put some pressure, and essentially force some errors on coaches like Randomguy, who normally don't make these kind of mistakes, because 1-minute turns allows you to make mistakes. Plus he has a one-man advantage. And he still has an extra goat. I don't think the one-man advantage will be too big of a deal unless he loses, unless Randomguy loses maybe one additional player. Like a one-man difference, especially with 6 strength plus guys, is not that big of a deal. Ooh. Well, big guys. 1 and 9. It's a high risk play, and I know people do that. And the reality is with the lack of money below on Randomguy987's team, it does ensure a higher chance that you're going to have all 11 guys on the pitch. It definitely is risky. If it's an internal league, I definitely would not do it. But in a I would say in a league tournament format, it's definitely a strategy people use, because we all know Armor 8 can be great in certain games and just utter trash in certain games. And you put them on the LOS, 27% chance to break armor is still a possibility, more realistic than 11. I think Armor 9 is. I'm not very good at percentages, but like 11% chance or 9% chance. I can't remember what numbers were, but if you haven't figured out, I don't really play with percentages in Blood Bowl, or at least very loosely. But I've seen a lot of tournament-based, you're in or you're out based on your win or loss, with putting Armor 9 players up front, depending on how the other team's set up for. Thanks, Street. Well, that was key. That was an important blitz. He did get the knockdown, but he didn't get an armor break, which is great for Elyod. Keeps his man up in play. And the other thing I forgot to mention during here, is that because of the 1 and 9 by the Crocs, he actually failed to pick the ball. He didn't even make an attempt at ball pickup. However, it is chaos, and they're not very fast, so it wasn't that big of a deal. Question is, no one's free? Nope. I always look for chain pushes, even if there's not one there. And I'm not sure, with 1 minute it's hard to, but this guy's only one space away from being able to crash, but it looks like he's just going to do a 2-die block here to free up this goat to get at least in some ball pressure. Yeah, because especially it's a cheap way to get yourself an extra hit that you wouldn't have, right? So, and honestly, that's what I like Frenzy the most, where it allows you to kind of do a double push with the Blitz guy to actually break a cage a lot of the time, especially if you have a sidestepper, and the opposing coach has made a mistake with putting his position his guys. Yes, that's true too. Avoid the dodge and sometimes as well as tentacles. I would push him. Yeah, that's right. Because you still want the skink to be based on this guy. So I think that was the right push. That way, he got this skink at least has a 3+ roll to make. I've actually never played Corn. Oh, is that? Oh, quads. So depending on how the dice works, this could be essentially a counter score back from Elyod. And though the block turnover by the 1 and 9 player, as the big Crocs, didn't give Israel an early turnover, and he still might not get a turnover. This is where I don't like big guys, and this is where I don't like going block happy with big guys. And this is just my habit of playing. Is yes, you went through a lot of safe blocks, and then when it's your time to do the Crocs block, if it's not a 2 dice, if it's not a 3 dice, I'm picking the ball up first before making that block. Now honestly he did really get unlucky with a quad skull on a block 2 dice player, but the reality was that failure happened when you're out on an island here, and that's how I look at games. Instead of kind of dwelling on whether your dice blew you away or you got dice, sometimes you just kind of look at the sequences and determine how could I have avoided that. It's not saying that he would have avoided that in the future, or maybe it was still the right play to do, but this is why I hate big guys. Everyone's base or everyone's down. Unless this guy has movement of 20, I don't think he's getting anywhere away. So it's really a matter of how secure can he make the ball. Yeah, he probably is gonna sideline cage up here. I think that's probably his best choice. And hope that this guy doesn't dodge in and So what does he do with this guy? Puts him here, puts him here, puts him here. I think he should just jam him here. So he oh. Yeah, putting him here would have avoided the sideline surf. But that failed. It was an unfortunate failure, but it was not nearly as untimely as that quad skull or that 1 in 9 previous turn. Like, I mean, he's got 4 rerolls. If he can... He's not going for it. Well, he is going for it. Yeah, that's it. Did he reroll that? He did. Okay. The dodge failed. Dodge failed. Never mind. That's right. He went in from this way, so the tackle wasn't in effect. So what this looks like... Okay, does he still... He should be able to free him up. Yep, he's able to croc. The croc doesn't go stupid. And that block was important. It had to be a knockdown. If it was a push, it was potentially in really bad shape. Alright, croc. Hope he doesn't go stupid. Nope, doesn't go stupid. So, 3 sets of turns. 3 turns. Both down on crocs, turnover. Quad skulls, turnover. Double ones to secure sideline surf. Double ones, fail. Of those who returned on turn 4, he's able to actually get a safe cage. So as unlucky as the random boy might have thought he was, I think he's pretty happy with where he is right now. Pow, 3 dice. KO. No apple. 2-man advantage. Basing everyone. Ooh, cheeky 1 die. Freeze up this guy. He does actually follow up. And not a timely armor break. That was a risk for basing, but I think Elyod at this point right now is just balls to the wall, putting everyone based. Looks like with men down, Randomguy just playing rope-a-dope. This is literally gonna burn off. 3 more turns. Just more men's based. Could get a push up here. Yep. Gets another guard up. Oh, no, he did this. I thought he would have. Oh, he could just do it this way. Fair enough. To get that extra assist for 2 dice. Push. It's immediate pickup on the Crocs. The danger is that this guy is free. The tackle guy. So even just looks like more rope-a-dope. No. How much space room is here? Okay, it doesn't have a lot left. Okay. Is that enough? I'm not sure that's enough. I don't think this is that secure. You might actually have a 3 dice on this guy if he frees up enough guys. Okay, so the first part's cleared, so at least... Oh yeah, he's got 3 dice. I wouldn't even bother with this. Now you just... Oh, yeah. Put him down. What? Okay, he's still got a spot. Okay, never mind. Okay. I wouldn't even bother to block this guy. But... No, why? Why? Let him block. Don't bother with him. He does. Okay, so the ball carrier's down. Yes, that's true. But I just thought that getting the ball first, or at least knocking the ball carrier down, was the most important thing. Okay, first objective done. He looks reasonably safe, with the exception of this break tackle guy. So really right now is... Okay, that was ballsy. So it's really him. He's the guy that he needs to worry about. This guy needs to be based. This guy is far enough away that it's still multiple dice. don't think he needed to do this, only because he has two guys that are potentially scoring threats. But this guy, one die, free up just to get the 2 dice. In fact, you could probably get a 2 dice around. Yep. This is an important block. Very important block, and got to push. He needs to reroll that, yep. And that's very, very unfortunate, Randomguy. That was the opening he had. And the fact that his dice block dice. I thought the previous turn, this was the guy that was going to be that was going to decide Elyod's chance of winning this game. And Randomguy saw it, and the dice didn't work out, unfortunately. I suppose he can still dodge. It's a 5+. At this point right now, he's not going for it. Yes, that's true. Yeah, there's no fault on Randomguy there. Randomguy did the right play. It just dice didn't work out, and at this point right now, he's resigned to the fact that he's leaving the furthest guy. When just said, technically speaking, it's the most difficult throw by one free. Granted, if he makes this throw, there's no GFI. Versus this guy, he has 1 GFI. And virtually these 2 guys are out of the equation, but they do need 2 GFIs if they do pick the ball up. So it's a question of, can you get 2 dice on him to free this guy up so that you're only with 1 GFI? This is just dividend for overtime, getting enough skinks out of the game. So it might be residing in the fact that he's going to have to GFI twice to get a 3+, 3+. And this is the ball game, folks. And that's unfortunate, but well played, guys. 1-0. Elyod made it a match, and as I said, we're 1-minute turns. There's always a chance, and there was some opportunities. Granted, I wouldn't even say it's a mistake, but it's really a matter of kind of choices you would make, and Randomguy choose to make the Crocs block before the ball, especially a 2 dice block, and that ran into a bunch of sequences of pretty terrible dice, from the double 1-9 to quad skulls to dodge fail with dodge in 3 successive turns that gave Elyod a chance to try to force the equalizer. Unfortunately, in the end, even with attrition affecting Randomguy, chaos being chaos, and agility 3, he himself rolled a 1-9 and failed to equalize. So thanks, everyone. You're welcome, Street. That's all right. It is early in the morning for North American folks, and I believe it's like during midday, lunchtime for people in Europe. So, anyways, let's. I do have another cast at 1800 UTC for the next round of the winners, and it'll most likely, I believe it's Randomguy and whoever the winner of the next one, which is K-Foj and Crucifer. So either way, it should be a really good match next round as well. That'll be in about 4 or 5 hours. All right. So thanks, everyone. I'll close this stream off for now. Okay, Foj lost? Excellent. So it'll be Randomguy and Crucifer. I've never got to commentate on a Crucifer match, so here we go. All right, good to hear. Unfortunately for K-Foj, I'm not picking sides on who wins, but it's the way it is. And Crucifer, again, there's no one to... Again, everyone here is really brilliant with their game with Blood Bowl, so as I said, it should be a good match with Randomboy and Kfoge and Crucifer next round, and we'll see how it goes. Anyways, everyone, have a good rest of the day, and if you decide to join us, I'll see you in the evening. Thank you.